We'll now conclude and recognize Ranking Member Fallin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and we appreciate all of you coming today once again, and I appreciate your comments about not delaying the highway reauthorization bill and what an effect it would have upon your businesses and small businesses if we did wait 18 months. And as the chairman said, we're not for that. We want to get on with our planning and our highway reauthorization bill, and we know how important it is to our infrastructure and safety and, of course, jobs. I have a question, because it's something we debate here in Congress quite a bit. With the stimulus package that was passed recently, a portion of that money went to highway infrastructure, not as much as what I would have liked to have seen. It was a very small portion of that bill. But we're always debating here in Congress whether that has created jobs or whether it has sustained jobs within your businesses. So I would just like to ask each of you, with the stimulus package that was passed and the portion that went to highway infrastructure, have you been able to actually create new jobs, or are you just sustaining the jobs that you've had? Because some of you have mentioned about having to make layoffs with the economy. And Mr. Mills, I'll start with you.
Thank you for that question. In my particular business, we have one small subcontract where it's stimulus money. The other projects that are out for bid in Pennsylvania are smaller projects that I could do with a decreased workforce, and I would not to replace or buy new equipment or lease new equipment to do the work. I already own that. So what I've seen and the amount of jobs that are available to me, the stimulus package hasn't helped very much at all.
Likewise, we've seen very little benefit. There's been some small paving work in our territory and some small bridge work, which I think has kept some idle equipment busy. It has not led to any increased acquisition of products from companies like Cleveland Brothers. A larger highway construction project would solve that issue, but the stimulus bill to this date has done nothing to allow Cleveland Brothers to remain fully employed. As a matter of fact, we're 18 months ago employed about 1,500 people. We're now down to a little over 1,000. So
Big drop.
Steep declines.
I think for us in the architecture profession, this is a little early to really evaluate how that's affecting, because it does, even though you say shovel ready and you know things are ready, it takes a while, and we recognize that. But on our client side, in a constituents, I think it's very early. You might be sustaining jobs, but we don't see any evidence on our client side of job creation yet.
Same goes for our company. We haven't been able to create any new jobs with the stimulus package. There are a few stimulus projects in our area that are funded by the stimulus package, but they were getting ready to begin anytime soon anyway, so the dollars are actually from the stimulus is, the sign's up there, but there hasn't been any jobs created on our side because of the stimulus project.
Mr. Ross?
Anecdotally, we're hearing of some people who are hiring people back. I don't know that they're going to higher levels than they were, say, a year ago or a year and a half ago. We're also hearing, as was said, I think, earlier, that some of the stimulus money projects are just sort of replacing state programs. Some of the states are in such disarray funding-wise that they're, except for the stimulus money, I don't know that they'd have a program at all. And so, it's just basically treading water and trying to keep your nose up above a certain level in certain areas, in certain geographic areas. So the stimulus money is helping that, but it's, if not for that, it would be even a worse situation. But I wouldn't say that anybody's, really doing well.
Thank you, Ranking Member Fallin. It's really it's a great question that you ask, because we have not seen any job creation through the stimulus jobs. We have seen really a tremendous amount of bidding activity, primarily in what we would consider maintenance contracts for lighting or signals or signing, which tend to be task order-based contracts. The downside of the bidding activity, though, is that there really has been sort of a feeding frenzy at the bid table as contractors sort of race to put this work into their backlogs because they're not sure what's going to come beyond the stimulus money and the stimulus jobs without the reauthorization. And so it really has created a bit of a situation for us in that way. But in terms of job creation, we have not seen it.
Okay, well, thank you,